What's up, guys? Edrone here. Don't adjust that television set. I am here. It's been a while, guys. It's been about 2 months since I've gone live, and I am back with a very special guest in the house tonight. So first and foremost, thank you all to all my subscribers who have been hanging in there, supporting the channel, even though I've not been going live. That hopefully will be changing soon. Going to be having some more special guests, doing some more live streams. I've had a couple things happen that have kind of been kicking me down, but we're keeping our head up. I had the human malware ran into our house. That was fun, but everybody's doing well now. We're recovering and getting back on our feet, and definitely lots of content coming on the channel. I've been working on a lot of things behind the scenes. So if you're not subscribed, please make sure you do that. Hit that subscribe button so you get notified first. Real quick, we got We got Mr. Crowley. Welcome in. Mike Haranak, Optimized Drone, Ray Kelly, King Turkey, Rick's FPV, Bob Casey Aerial, Michael Drones and RC Hobby. We got Bob Casey Aerial, TweetFPV, the special guest, Brandon Beans, Athix FPV. And yes, welcome in, guys. Welcome in. We have a very fun stream tonight. You're not going to want to miss out. And without further ado, let me welcome in the one, the only TweetFPV. Welcome in, Dan.
Hey, Eric, how's it going? Man, that intro music is just spicy. I like that.
You like that?
I like that a lot. Yeah.
Awesome, man. I was hoping you would. We kind of have that. I think we have a similar taste in like that retro new age like electronic music, right?
Oh, for sure.
Absolutely, man. Well, thank you so much for being a special guest on the stream tonight. I got a special banner just for you. Look at that.
Oh, cool.
Awesome, man.
Very cool.
Looks like we have a great group in the house tonight. Some fans of yours have swung in as well, I do believe.
Yeah, I see some familiar names.
Absolutely. So how have you been, Dan? How has things been going?
Good. Busy. The human malware has kept me on my toes at work. Short-handed, but staying clean where I'm at. But, weather's cold, but still sunny somehow at the same time. But just trying to keep busy. That's all. The holidays were...
have you been able to do any flying?
Able to do flying, yes. Doing it, not so much. I've been flying a lot of indoor, a lot of whoops. I mean, 'tis the season. Plus, there's some new optics on my bench right here that I got to put some paces through.
Nice. I would think you're probably talking about the legendary Orca, possibly.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Welcome in, Savannah's Adventures. Welcome in, sweetheart. That is my girlfriend, Rebecca. Thank you so much. Dan636, welcome in. Welcome in. Good to see you. Awesome. So I want to talk about you and how, actually, first question I like to ask my guests is pincher, thumber, hybrid?
Ooh, interesting question. I started off as a pincher.
Okay.
The Nirvana turned me into a thumber. So I've been a thumber ever since.
Wow, Dan, I don't think I've ever had anybody tell me in the history of my FPV knowledge that a pincher has gone to a thumber. And I could be more happy, man. That's awesome. I'm a thumber, so thumber for life.
Thumbers can fly everything. Pinchers, you got to pick and choose.
Yeah. I tried a little bit of pinching on the sim earlier today. It felt very weird.
Tell you what, during the transition when I was starting to thumb, I would pinch for 5-inch race drones and thumb for whoops. And then I just became thumbing for everything. It was backwards from what it should have been.
Very interesting. I love it.
Mode 2, by the way.
Everybody has a different story, so I love it.
Yeah.
Awesome. So yeah, I want to talk about how did you get started in the hobby? Because, I see your channel and where you're at now. And I wonder, how did all this come to be about there, Dan?
Oh, well, I have to see, I first discovered FPV drones Geez, it had to be back in like 2013, late 2013. I was actually I was in Guantanamo Bay, sitting there at night just waiting to fall asleep, and I got on the old YouTubers, and I was scrolling through, and I started seeing drone videos were popping up. Like the algorithm was doing something, and I started digging into it. Started finding LeDrib's content, Stu from UAV Futures, Mr. Steele, and I started like I flew a Mavic when I at that time, and you know it was the hotness, and I started really seeing like what is this thing that I'm seeing? Because it was just melting my brain. So got home, started doing some research based off of what I was seeing. My first drone I purchased from Grayson Hobby in Georgia, a nice veteran-owned company. I purchased the Eachine Wizard X220, the whole kit with the FlySky radio, and yeah, everybody that got in when I did, that's what you got in on.
Same here.
Came with 20 sets of polycarbonate props that would explode if you looked at them wrong, VTXs that would go out, and ESCs that would catch on fire. It was an interesting time.
Appreciate you, Dan, over at Optimized Drone. Thank you so much, man. Eachine Wizard, man. Wow. You know, we laugh now because, you know, where we're at now, we look back. But, man, that thing was a solid to get you into the hobby. Man, that was like the best there was.
Yeah. It was everything except for the goggles. And I think I started off with on some Attitude V3s or something like that.
And that stock camera. Oh, my God. That was the first mod you had to do. Get rid of that stinking camera.
It was like looking through a toilet paper tube. Yeah, it was awful. But it was so much fun.
Yes. Bob Casey wants you to check out a channel after the stream, if you would. He's put that in the live chat there, so you'll be able to go back and check that out. Appreciate you, Bob.
Oh, that's my channel.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's okay. Bob, put your channel in there. There we go. Also,
thanks,
guys,
Bob.
The Dan TweetFPV's channel is in the video description, guys. Make sure you please subscribe. Go over there. He's got some great content going on. He does regular live streams. He does Q&As. Really involved in the community, and he's got some excellent gear. I mean, listen to his audio. I mean, you sound like you're right here with me, like in the room.
Well, that's the idea.
And his camera, oh my gosh, dude, your camera is just phenomenal. It looks so crisp.
Oh, thanks.
What are you using for your camera, if you don't mind me asking?
So, I have more than one camera. This one that you're looking at here, this is and everything's used because I spend well, not cheap, but spend well. This is a used Sony A6400 with a Sigma lens on it, a real open lens. Does that really nice bokeh effect where you see all the lights in the back and everything.
Yeah.
And then I've also got two Sony A5100s on the bench for when I move over to do tech content. I literally just shuffle to the right, and you got a face cam for me there and a bench cam where I can do work on the bench.
That's as one of those splitter boxes.
No, actually. I've got a pretty decent PC. I have a Elgato capture card which has 4 HDMI inputs.
Oh wow!
And
nice.
it just good audio feed, and then the customary doggo cam where you can watch the dogs lay there and do absolutely nothing, which is what they do best.
That's fantastic, man. Quite the setup you got there, man. Definitely some good stuff.
Thanks.
Hey, welcome in. Hey, the Danish Stallion. Good to see you, Tim. Splinter FPV. Good to see you guys, man. Thanks for coming in. Greatly appreciate that. So the Eachine Wizard, man, that brought me back. That was a fun drone for sure. So you got an FPV, and probably like most of us diehards, you were all in. Like you were like, well, let me just set this Mavic over here. It might collect a little bit of dust because you just had so much to learn and experience, right?
Yeah, for sure. And then, the quick step from there, since when I did that, I was living in northern Michigan, so we have about, 2 months of summer, and the rest is shoulder season and winter time. So the micro scene really got into micros pretty good. things weren't very good back then, guys. Like what you are struggling with now is so much better than the best thing we could have imagined back then. I actually built my own whoop. I don't remember the specs on any of it, but it was all hand built, brushed, and that was a ton of fun inside. Just something to do in the wintertime.
Absolutely. Hey, welcome in, Tommy G. Good to see you, brother. Yes, and Athix pointed out that you have a stream on Sunday for the morning and some raffles with some nice prizes.
Yeah, I stream every Sunday, or pretty much every Sunday, starting at 10 a.m. Central Time. So
nice.
Yeah, usually go to about 2 hours and jump off before Bardwell comes on because I can watch that viewership just.
Yeah, I mean,
he is a juggernaut.
That's a big streamer to be trying to stream. Yeah, I understand.
Oh yeah.
Athix FPV. Matter of fact, I wanted to go ahead and show in here. He actually won a previous giveaway of mine, and he went ahead and shot me a picture, and he won the Edrone hat on the
cool.
on one of my previous live streams. Man, thank you so much for all your support, man. I'm glad you got it. Glad you like it. And I do have those links in the description for those if you'd like to purchase those. So it helps out the channel. And just like most of us out here, anything that I bring into the channel, I try to put right back in to the community with giveaways and stuff like that. So
same here. Let's giving back. That's the name of the game.
Yeah. I mean, I've got more than I need. I mean, geez.
Yeah.
You start to acquire so much in this hobby, and you're just like, no, I don't want to throw anything away. I want to save every little wire I snip because I might need that one day.
Might need it.
Awesome. So for those of you who may not know about TweetFPV, what would you say? I know the answer, but maybe some others don't. What would you say that where your passion is in as far as FPV? Racing, freestyle, both?
I like both, but I love racing.
Yeah.
There's something about having a goal at the end, something measurable to measure your improvement or lack thereof, and most of the time in my case. Acro, it's fun. I like it a lot. Acro is for me. I don't record many acro flights just because when I fly acro, it's for me. But when I race, it's against the timer and against my buddies. And if you shave 2 seconds off your lap or off your 3-lap total, then you did something right. If your lipo's on fire and your quad's 20 feet from it, got some improvement.
I could see, especially if you have a chapter, near where you are, I could definitely see the drive and the push to get into the racing scene. Not that FPV freestyle can't be just as competitive as well.
Oh, for
especially
sure.
if you get linked up with a good group of individuals that can push you. Like, we'll start saying, "Oh man, we want to see you, hit that gap," or we want to see you do that Matty flip, or just kind of push each other to do things that we know that we're not comfortable, but just to push. So here recently, my good buddy MD95 TSI, Chris Justice, he's been inspiring me to try and do more Matty flips. So I've been trying on the sim to kind of get the feel, on the sticks of what it feels like to do the Matty and get out of my comfort zone. Because it's just so easy to get in that same rhythm and get comfortable doing the same maneuvers,
Yeah, and I think that's where racing really helps, at least for me, hone my skills, because I'm being pushed not only by the timer, but by the dude next to me that's, breathing down my neck, or the one I'm trying to chase. And where I'm at in Southern Alabama, I don't know anybody who flies acro, but there is a really good chapter from MultiGP called the Delta 5 FPV group. Have you ever heard of the Delta 5 race timer? The guy that runs the chapter, he's the one that made the race timer, which is what like Rotor Hazard and all those are built off of. So we had a extremely active MultiGP group, fun flies every weekend. The old human malware has taken a pretty good toll on the turnout, and people moving and jobs changing and all that stuff has really hit us hard. But it's still race day, and it's awesome.
I mean, racing's basically kind of how I learned about FPV. I went to my first drone race in Dover, Delaware. And that's where I got the chance to meet Zoe FPV, and I saw her win the race. And that's where I had learned, like, wait a minute, when I thought I was going to go see race drones, in my mind, I thought I was going to see a bunch of phantoms like running around a track. You know, I had no idea. You know, and I saw the race drones and I saw the goggles, and I'm like, what is this amazing world, and how do I get in? You know?
Yeah.
Welcome in, I'll be Drone, man. Good to see you, brother. Thank you so much for stopping in. And I'm probably going to butcher this, but Karato Hong Kong Cat, welcome in. I hope I got that right.
It's a heck of a name.
Law Bart, big up, Tweet FPV.
Hey, what's up, Lawrence?
Awesome, man.
Yeah, anytime I tell people I work with that I race drones on the weekends, they're like, I don't get it. I'm like, hang on. Let me show you a video. And it's just, you can tell exactly where you break their mind while they're watching the video of a race. You can just see where they're just trying to put together how on earth did that happen. And like, you're doing that through the camera? Yeah. And it's always cool. And especially if they come out and kind of just watch it. You know, we all know drone racing isn't a super big spectator sport, but it's impressive. It seems impressive for when, you know, the common person comes out and watches it.
Plummet FPV with the $5 super chat, man. Thank you so much. Man, I greatly appreciate that, Plum. And you know what we do when we get super chats up in the house. You know Carlton gets up, does his little dance. Oh, yeah. And he's making it rain up in here. Greatly appreciate that, Adam. Thank you so much. Welcome in. And congrats on the new truck, by the way. Adam just got a nice new Chevy. Man, that thing looks good. Really good. Congrats on that, man. Welcome in, Michael Castleberry. Welcome in as well. Awesome. So yeah, I think the racing is great. I tried to kind of get into it, but I always felt myself not wanting to stay in the lines and just kind of wanting to do my own thing. And then I just kind of was like, well, maybe I'll just keep flying and just do my freestyle thing. And maybe one day I'll push myself and say, no, you're going to fly this track. And I don't care how much you want to get out of this track. You're going to stick to this track, and you're just going to do it. You know?
Yeah. Lately, our multi-GP tracks have evolved to the point where it's organized acro chaos. It's no longer just gate to gate to gate. It's like gates with power loops, with hurdles, with rally. Like, you can get very acro with a racetrack, and it makes it a lot of fun.
The split S was like the crucial move that I didn't know how to do when I tried to race. Oh, it was terrible. I mean, you could have got a lot of laughs because I just crashed so many times, and I'd go over the gate and come back and go through the gate and try to split S, but I'd end up yaw spinning, and
yeah,
I was very inexperienced pilot when I tried it. So maybe it's something I should try again now that I've, you know, got my skills improved some, far from where I want to be, but
yeah,
you know.
Yeah, it's a different mindset when you race versus acro. I remember like before I ever started racing, I've trained myself to fly with my finger on the disarm switch. Like the second I'm about to crash, disarm, keep from burning ESCs, killing motors, hitting you.
Oh, wow.
But when you get into racing, I was doing the same thing. I'd come close to clipping a gate, disarm. You're upside down on the grass. You're not gonna be able to turtle mode, and you're done. And the difference is when you race and you clip a gate, you bang that throttle to 100%, fly out, and keep going. You don't disarm, which it seems counterintuitive. And every once in a while, you do have a close call because you do a couple spins and then you kind of figure out where you're at and get back into the race line. But for me, that was the turning point between not finishing a race or not finishing a heat and then being able to actually make it through a heat, and then from there just progressing on and on.
Whereas freestyle, we're like, never disarm, never surrender. I don't care what branch you hit, you're going to fight that tree until you get the quad back.
Yeah, those are people that didn't own Ishin Wizards that say that.
Yeah, exactly. Burn up ESCs, and you're like, never disarm, man. What the heck? I just burned up my quad.
Right?
Absolutely. Real quick, guys. Tweet FPV. The link to his channel is down in the video description. Make sure you go check him out if you haven't already. Subscribe. He got some really great content over there. Live streams regularly. Definitely going to want to check out and see what he's got going on. And stick around because in a little while we're going to be doing a giveaway. That's right, guys. You know how we do. And let me show you what's going to be on the giveaway for tonight's episode. We're going to be giving away the Vanover 3XT from Super Deluxe. Appreciate you, man. With the Vanover sticker pack, the Rotorriot.com discount code for the Vanny motors and frame, I believe. Is that right, Dan? The discount on the frame and the motors, right?
Yeah, I believe that's what it was.
And one heck of a nice HQ strap. I was actually really impressed with the quality of the strap that came with this. It's got the metal buckle, and it seems to be a little bit better of a quality than like your regular like race day quad strap. Seems a little bit beefier. And 2 sets of the Joshua Bardwell Freestyle / Racing Hurricane 5147 5-inch props that are just some absolute power-hungry monsters that will really send you soaring wherever you go. So stick around. We're going to be giving that away on the stream tonight to one lucky winner.
And Athix over there in the comments says TweetFPV grips. If I'll throw a set of those in there on that giveaway. One lucky winner.
You hear that, guys? That's awesome, man. Thanks so much, Dan.
No problem.
Dan's also going to be giving away on the stream tonight, so make sure you guys go over there and show him some love. Subscribe, hit that like button, and stick around. Absolutely. So I want to talk to you about what's next for your channel. What's your goals? Like what's upcoming? Because it seems like your channel has been growing really well. It looks like you've been doing really well. You've got quite a decent amount of following, and you're hitting the ground running, and you're doing great productions. And what's next for you there, Dan?
As far as the channel goes, I'm trying to put a little more effort into the production value of the reviews. Like the content's there, I got that, but B-roll. There's this thing called B-roll. Do you know about this? I finally decided, like, I'm actively remembering, like, hey, I need to take some pictures of this thing before I start messing around with it. Get some B-roll. And the last couple videos I put out, I've put quite a bit of effort into it, and I think it shows. That's the near term. That's like the near future.
Okay.
And it may sound weird, but long term, I want to do less. I want to be less of a slave to the YouTube algorithm. As soon as the channel got monetized, it became a job. Got to pump out 1-2 videos a week, live stream on Sunday. Got to keep it going. I take a week off. I watch the viewership go down, and take a month and a half to climb back up. And that it bothers me. Like I don't want to be a slave to the YouTube algorithm. I want to do this for fun. It was fun. It still is fun. It's just not as much now. So putting out the content I want. Burnout is a thing. Oh yeah, and I've been knocking on the door of it for about the last 2 or 3 months. Taking a little bit off for the holidays really kind of helped out. I love the live streaming. The live streaming is the highlight of the whole YouTube everything. I love interacting with people. The Discord, which is kind of a byproduct of all the YouTube stuff, that I love Discord. It's like having a ton of friends all in the same place that we all talk and have fun together. I really like that. But long term, just try to enjoy the ride and not look at, are my subscriber numbers going up? Are they going down? How many minutes did this how many overall minutes of watch time did this video get versus that video? It's enough to drive you mad. It really is.
Great conversation too. And I've got something I want to add to that in just a second, but real quick, welcome in Terry Burnett, Double A, Sinister FPV. What's going on there, Jim? Rick's FPV, I think he was already here, but hello again. Splinter FPV, and Adrian Mateo Drones. Welcome in, guys. Welcome in. Thank you guys so much for coming in tonight. I greatly appreciate your support. Wow, Dan. I mean, that you hit some really, really key topics right there. Some really things that hit home for me as well. I myself am monetized as well. And I don't try to think of it as a job because it's not my full-time job.
Yeah,
Uh,
same
I,
here.
I have a full-time job that I'm Monday through Friday, 40 plus hours a week. And I do the YouTube on the side, when I have time and when I can make time for it. I love doing it. Do I wish I had more time for it? Absolutely. But I know that I have pushed myself in the past to where I have pushed myself to the brink of burnout and actually burn myself out to the point where I no longer even wanted to create. And that's a terrible place to be,
Yeah.
because when you're a creator, you love to create, you love to create something and put it out there, whether it be an edit or a live stream. You love to create and you love to be able to present that to your audience. And to lose that passion, man, that really killed me. So I decided, I said, you know what, let me take an entire month off. I'm going to take a complete month off. I'm not going to put any content out on any of my social media platforms. I'm just going to focus on my life without the social media, and let me see what that does for me. And man, did it open up so many opportunities and windows. It helped me to perceive that, okay, I've been setting unrealistic expectations of myself. And if you set unrealistic expectations for yourself, you're going to always disappoint yourself.
Yeah, I think that's a lot of it. There is that perceived internal perceived pressure to perform better. You bring up that YouTube creator app and you see, oh man, I just upload a 10 out of 10. Oh God, I'm hoping for like a 3 out of 10, but for those that don't know, you get a list of your top 10 videos, and when you put one out, you hope it goes to number 1 of the 10. And when you put out a 10 of 10, it's just like, oh man, think of the time and the effort. And then I hate creating thumbnails or video descriptions. It's just like, oh man, why did I wait? Why did I bother? Why did I bother? But, all it takes is just like one good comment where you're like, oh, I helped this person out. That's totally worth it. Then you also get that one comment where you're like, well, I don't want to do this anymore. And, it happens. Like I've said before, I'm a creator, not a creative. I love creating content, not super creative. Trying to branch out, do some other stuff, some 3D printing projects, some more tinkerer type things. And I want to put this content out to the world. I don't really want to create a second channel, but I feel like a lot of the people in this hobby, they get laser focused on a brand, a type, a YouTuber, and they want the same content all the time, same subject. And if you veer off, you're now a sellout. You change your name, and I'm unsubbing and I'm out of here. And it keeps that creator side for me from wanting to kind of drift outside the lines and try something different. Obviously, 3D printing is not too far of a stone's throw from drones. I mean, let's face it, drones and 3D printing basically go hand in hand. But I'm trying to go a little bit farther outside of the lines than that, and I don't want to start another channel. So we'll see what happens. I might have a dump day where I just put off-brand content on a certain day. We'll see what happens.
There you go. Hey, welcome in, Mr. J's RC's Steady Eddie FPV. I like that name, actually. Let's see, make sure I didn't miss anybody else. Michael Castleberry, I think he was in earlier, but welcome in again. Glad to see you guys. Yeah, so I decided, let me go ahead and set a realistic goal for myself and my channel. And what do I realistically think that I can set for myself that's going to maintain the channel, right? Because I do want to contribute. Like that's part of my passion is I want to create. I want to be able to contribute and interact on social media and help out where I can and make tutorials and stuff like that to make people's lives easier.
Yeah.
So let me stick to the goal of one video a week. And let me just say that if I can do a live stream every week, I will. But if that doesn't happen, it's okay. Like it's okay to not do the live stream every single week. So, life happens, things come up, but let's set a realistic goal. And ever since I have done that one video a week, it has really worked very well for me. I have just felt so underwhelmed and not overwhelmed. And I haven't felt as much of pressure on myself to the point of it weighing me down to the point of burnout, to where I just lost all interest to create. And I never want to be at that place again, because I love to create,
Yeah, I went down, like I was doing the one video a week, live stream on the weekend, and then I'm like, all right, I need to up my game. Let's do two a week. Let's do a Tuesday, Thursday, and then a Sunday live stream. And all day long I'm at work and I'm thinking, oh, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? What's the next content? What am I going to do? Am I going to go do a flight edit and just kind of phone it in? And it's, when you're a hammer, everything's a nail at that point. So you're always looking at what's the next content. And I found myself not being present with the family, not being present at work.
Yeah.
And like you, I have a full-time job. This is what I do on the side for fun. Along with like 300 other projects I have going on at all times, because that's just the nature of it.
And when the fun gets taken out of it, it just kind of kills it for you. And I got to have the fun. I got to be able to go out, have fun, create content, and just be able to upload, regularly, but not to the point of me feeling like, oh my gosh, something new just came out. I gotta go do this. I gotta go do that, or I gotta jump on this now, because if I don't do it now, it's gonna be old. I've been there. It's Hey, welcome in, Glenn really Edwards. Good to see you, and June Loco 619. Welcome in. You got a fanboy here. All right, that's what's up. Oh wow, 1:30 a.m. and watching. There you go. Appreciate you swinging over for the support. If you like what you're seeing, consider subscribing to me as well. I try to put out, like I said, one video a week and live streams when I can, although I have been slacking. But I got some good reasons this time. The malware came through. Work's been crazy. Every 3 months we rotate. I'm a water operator. Every 3 months we rotate areas, so I have to learn water plants all over again, and it gets
very cool.
Gets to be kind of stressful.
Yeah.
But it's 8:32. So what do you say we go ahead and switch over the banners, and let's go ahead and do the first giveaway of the night? What do you guys think? We'll see what the chat says. I'm pretty sure they're not going to disagree.
Yeah, they never disagree with giveaways.
All right. We'll give us some time to respond. But let's go ahead and go over what the first giveaway is going to be to one lucky winner tonight of this giveaway. You are going to win the Super Deluxe Vanover Edition. This is a 3X. Sorry, guys. If I wasn't going to give it away, I was going to have it for myself. So it's if you don't fit a 3X, just wash it in really hot water and just dry it with really hot dryer temp. It's a 3XL Vanover T-shirt, which I really like, actually. I was kind of hesitant to give this one away, to be honest. But no, we're going to do it for the channel. Sticker pack here, Vanover as well. And you get the Vanny Lux Rotoriot.com discount code for the Vanny motors and the frame, which is good until February. You get an HQ decent battery strap. That's a metal buckle, and it's of definitely some good material. And 2 sets. I threw this in, by the way. This doesn't come in the Super Deluxe kit, just so you know. I threw this in extra. 2 sets of the Joshua Barwell Hurricane 51477 freestyle racing props, 5-inch. Some beasts of props there. So if you guys are interested in that, which I'm sure you guys are.
Yeah, those are some lipo killers right there.
Oh yeah. Hey, yes. Awesome, man. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Sure. Yep. All right. I think everybody wants in. So in order to win this giveaway, guys, for mine, you have to be in the U.S. That is a stipulation. I don't deal with international shipping just because of the malware and the costs and stuff getting lost, and customs. It's just a complete nightmare. So hope you forgive me if you are international. I greatly appreciate you coming by and your support, but the shipping is just ridiculous.
It's
So,
ridiculous.
you got to be in the U.S. for this giveaway. You got to make sure you subscribe to my channel. Hit the bell icon so you get notified first when I put out new content. And I want you to go ahead and swing over to TweetFPV and give him a sub as well, because he's got some awesome content as well, and you don't want to miss out what he's got going on. More giveaways, and he does regular live streams. So I'm going to leave this one up to you, Dan, because you're my special guest.
Oh.
How would you like to select the lucky winner tonight?
Oh boy. I am a fan of the wheel of fate there. I do the wheel, and it's always customary to put it out to the chat. Give me a number between 1 and 50. Time it out.
All right. I'll pull that up in the background while you guys get that, and I'll get you to help me out here. And we'll get that going. The wheel of names is never a bad thing.
Wheel of names that's the go-to.
Absolutely. Keeps it fair. That way everybody's got a fair shot.
Lawrence, first on the list with a 30. 30
All
seconds.
Right.
It's always fun when they pick it, and then you have to mention the fact that if you pick the time, you have basically decided whether you win or lose.
Oh, wow. There you go. Let's see if this is the one. I'm trying to find the one I normally use. I keep getting these generic ones that I don't like. Let's find
I usually use wheelofnames.com.
Yeah, let's go. Let's just go there. I was looking through Google, but it's not giving me what I'm looking for. So we'll just do the wheelofnames.com. Keep it simple. There we go. That's the one I usually use as well. Thank you for that.
Keep it simple.
Normally it's like the top hit on Google, but for some reason tonight it was not cooperating. So let me go ahead and share my screen here. And we're going to go ahead and share. And I'll get your help here in just a second. Make this a little bit easier. All right, guys. Coming right up with a wheel of names. All right, who we got first? Or what number first?
30.
Number 30.
Okay, we can do it that way. Just give some numbers.
Oh, do you want the name? Would that make it easier?
Yeah, I always do the names, and the first person to give me a time, that's what I use as the customized wheel time.
Okay.
For the spin.
So
I don't know if you can just
30.
Pick out participants up there in the chat. Or we can just make this easy and just randomly pick somebody out of the comments here.
However you want to do it.
Let's see. Let's go with Bob Cassidy Ariel.
Boom. There we go. We'll keep it simple.
All right.
Bob Casey Ariel.
Sorry, Bob Casey.
There he is. Bob Casey Ariel. Congratulations. TweetFPV has selected you to be the winner of the Vanover FPV Deluxe with some added Joshua Bardwell props. Congratulations, my friend. And Bob Casey, he's a great supporter of the channel. Awesome. He always stopping by, always showing that love. Greatly appreciate you, Bob. All you have to do, Bob, I think you've won for me before, but if not, just shoot me an email at emarvel09@gmail.com with your shipping information. And I'll put that down in the chat. It's down in the description as well. And shoot me an email with your shipping information, and I will get that shipped out to you this week, my friend. All right. That's great. I'm glad that.
Awesome.
Glad that Bob won, and we had a good pick there. And don't go nowhere, guys. If you didn't win anything, don't go anywhere, because Dan's got something else that he wants to give away as well. And you know me, you just never know when I might just be like, heck, well, let's just do another one. I'm not going to give too much away, but I don't always do that, but sometimes I like to just, kind of support people for sticking around even after some of the giveaways have gone by. So Ricardo Ferreira, I'm sorry if I butchered your name. Welcome in. Will Brown, good to see you as well. And we got Fly Zone Drones. Welcome in. Welcome in. Dan636, welcome in. All right, we'll make sure I didn't miss anybody. Sweet. All right. So back to you, Dan. Back to you. I sound like, you know what that reminds me of? Like the Weather Channel. The news reporters, they'd say, "Back to you, Dan."
Back to you, Bob. Yeah.
Oh man. So good conversations. So you basically want to make your content and your channel more for fun purposes and less for like feeling like a job, right?
Yes. Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
My job is busy all the time, and it's pretty nerve wracking with it. And, you know, when you come back and have to, all right, now I got to crank out a YouTube video somehow and try to play the game. I don't want to play the game. That's what it is. I don't want to play the game. I don't want to play the YouTube game.
I hear you. And there's always that number. Like everybody has a number that they want to, aspire to. It's like,
Yeah.
Once I get to this number, or once I get to that number.
Yeah, I'm like,
there's always that
what's
one
the lowest
number.
play button? And then I find out, and I'm like, oh yeah, never mind. I'm out of.
Yeah, I mean, I have a number that like if I hit, I'm gonna be like, okay, that's like more than I ever could have wanted, asked for. But if I don't hit it, I'm not going to be upset because I'm actually really happy with what I've got going on. And to be honest, there's no way I would ever be able to keep up with a 100,000 subscriber channel. It just wouldn't happen.
No,
I would have to quit my job. And
I think that's the key. Is like you'd have to make it your full-time job to get to that point.
I like being able to just have fun with it, and just be able to upload on my schedule. And upload what I want to, and don't get me wrong. Yes, I do have products that get sent to me for review, as I'm sure you do as well.
Yeah.
But I don't feel like I'm held to like, oh, you better sell this product or else.
Right. Yeah.
If you send me something and it's crap, I'm going to tell all my followers that it's crap. Period.
Oh, for sure. What was your first? Well, it's technically a paid review, but what was your first paid review?
First paid review, I believe, was the Eachine. It was an Eachine. It was a Whoop. It was a Mobula. I think it was it
UR65.
No, it was the Mobula HD. I think was my first, if I can remember correctly, from Banggood. Nice,
yeah. Banggood's how I got my start as well.
Banggood used to be a supporter of the channel way back when, and then I guess I didn't hit the numbers they wanted, and it moved along.
Yeah, that was my first start was with Banggood, just kind of out of the blue. They're like, "Hey, you wanna talk about this and take a look at it?" Of course I'm gonna jump on that. And Banggood was a supporter for the longest time, but it was like I had a different rep every 6 months. We got to start over with a new relationship with a new representative. Some were more willing than others, and then it got to the point where I'm like, it's too hard to work with you guys, so I just kind of stopped.
Yeah, the links, man, the links. Oh my gosh, the what you had to do to be able to put the links in your description was a nightmare.
Yeah, and good luck doing it on mobile.
To get credit for it, it was completely just so much work.
Yeah. Yeah, one of the funnest things I did with them was they wanted to branch into live streaming. So they did they had every one of their YouTube affiliates that did live streams do a live stream, and then do some live giveaways. I think I went about a year before everybody actually got their their item that they won through Banggood through the live stream.
Wow.
Yeah, it was like, if they don't get it to you, I'm going to get it to you one way or the other. But
that stinks.
Yeah,
that stinks. Hey, welcome in, Mr. Crowley and his drone. Good to see you, brother. Welcome in, Sean. He was actually a previous guest of mine as well, man. It was a great stream. I love these streams, man. I have a great time. I get to meet different people and interact. It's just, there's nothing like it. There's nothing else like it. I mean, I just love having guests. I mean, I used to run the stream by myself, and I just have so much more fun when I have people to go back and forth with.
Oh yeah, this is fun. I've done like Rick Zapata. He has a a live Discord stream every Saturday morning. And that's a ton of fun. It can get a little chaotic in there with everybody talking over each other, but it's fun having the two-way conversation rather than you talking at a camera and then looking at a chat.
Yeah, exactly.
This is something totally different. I really like this.
Yeah, absolutely, man. It's good times. Welcome in, Michael Blade FPV. Whoop, my button didn't work there. I'll make sure I give you the applause, man. I appreciate you coming in. And real quick, I'm going to go ahead and do a couple shout outs. If you guys would please be so kind, on Fridays, head on over to the Drone Network, MD95TSI, Fridays, 7 p.m. Make sure you go over there and show some love. Crystal Justice and Chris Justice, go show them some love over there. They love to have you talk about some drone stuff. And every other Wednesday, sometimes, when the kids are in bed, check out the FPV Noob Tube, Hump Day, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for some FPV shenanigans. And on Sunday nights, check out Optimized Drone, GankMultirotors.com. Live on Sundays, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Go and hang on over there. They'd love to have you guys come over there, show some support and love. Great group of guys over there. Got some awesome things going on. You're not going to want to miss out. All right.
I remember starting off, the FPV YouTube was big. That was big in my feed, watching that all the time. Back when the Icky was on there, that was he was awesome to watch. He was just always pushing himself.
I think Icky, I think he pushed himself like a lot of us do, to the point where it got to be not fun anymore.
Yeah, that's what it sounded like.
I have hopes that the FPV Noob Tube will come back. I am a part of that. And we have all been slacking over there. Just life, things happen. But it's something, it's kind of difficult to get everybody on the same page. So that's kind of where we're trying to work out and get everybody on the same page so we can get this thing back up and running.
Herding cats.
Exactly. Everybody's working and got other things going on, and we just do it, to have some fun. But great things have happened over there. We did a fantastic giveaway. It was a giveaway that I don't think I've ever seen on YouTube as far as my eyes. It was a complete ready to fly, and I mean ready to fly, everything you needed to get an FPV, goggles, and I mean like Fat Sharks, transmitter, a fully customized built, drone, all set up, programmed in beta flight, a FPV backpack, props for days, lanyards, like you name it. This was like the ultimate. I call it the ready to rip kit, man. It was a ready to rip. You had everything you needed. It was a fantastic giveaway.
That's cool.
Yeah, I've never seen that before. And everybody came together in the community. A lot of people came together to make that happen. I just had an idea about it. And then a lot of other people behind the scenes come in and contributed to that. It was a really cool giveaway. So
that's really cool.
Absolutely. Back to the comments. We got Vitrafly. What's going on there, man? Good to see you in there, Vitrafly. He said, "Woo, beat me to it." Hey, speaking of, man, I always know when I'm having a good stream because the time flies. It's already 8:50.
Yeah.
What do you say we head on over and check out the new product? We're going to go look at today. And I think you guys are going to be kind of interested in this. Especially this time of the year, we are going to take a look at racedayquads.com. This is the JHEMCU Play F4 1 to 2S. I like that. I like that it's 1 to 2S. Toothpick / Whoop all-in-one flight controller with an 8-bit 5-amp ESC for $42.99. And this is in stock. I've not heard of this company here. Have you heard of this company at all there, Dan?
Yeah, JHEMCU. They're fairly new, but they've been around for, I don't know, probably at least 6 months, at least that I've known about them. They are coming out with, they have lots of products out, and they all seem to be very competitively priced, especially compared to like the Beta FPVs and like the Zs and Diatone. They're very competitively priced.
Yeah, I mean, $42.99 seems like a really solid price, and I really like these nice. It looks like they're pretty large solder pads here.
They are
Really nice solder pads to work with, which is a plus. I like that they're all silk screen. They're all labeled here, nice for you.
just gonna say that there's nothing more frustrating than getting a board that has no silk screen on it.
Look, I love Diatone. I am a Diatone fan. I think their parts are freaking fantastic. They can handle a lot of abuse, a
Yeah.
lot of punishment. But man, please silk screen your boards.
Yeah, but it's a Diatone Mark F405 Mark 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm not gonna tell you which one it is. Good luck figuring it out. Yeah, they have so many revisions of the same flight controller, and when you're going through their manual, you're like, okay, well those pins don't match. Well, those pins don't match, and then you got to find the one that does match. But yeah, big fan of Diatone, but silk screen your boards, guys.
Yeah, I love Diatone as well, but I feel like it's just when you transfer, it just leaves yourself more. You're more prevalent to make a mistake because you're having to look at a piece of paper and then you're having to double check and make sure that you're on the same pad that you're looking at on the paper and your eyes are back and forth. I just feel like it just makes it that much easier to make a mistake.
Oh, for sure.
But where if you have it silk screen on the board, you know exactly where you're putting that wire and you can see that label.
Yeah.
Couldn't agree more. But Diatone, I love you. I love Diatone. I use Diatone. I love Diatone boards. I love their parts. They're plentiful. They're durable. But man, just if you got these budget companies silkscreening their boards, I don't see why they can't.
Yeah, it doesn't really. I don't think it costs any extra, to be honest.
Yeah, I don't see why they wouldn't. If they had a reason, they say, well, the reason that we don't is because it affects something in the process. Then I would understand, but I don't really think there's a good reason to not do it.
If company A can do it, why can't company B?
Absolutely. But anyway, this is in stock at the moment on Race Day Quads for $42.99. So this would be a viable option for sure. And if Dan says that he vouches for them, then I would say it's definitely a go. 1 to 2S, 8-bit. Get your whoops fired up with this. If you got a burned out board like my friend Jim, that might be a good solution here for you. His Tiny Hawk, he just got in. Ended up all he did was swapped out the receiver and ended up burning up on him. One is Tiny Hawk. Yeah, it is. So this would be a nice option for somebody that was looking to do a board transfer for sure.
Yeah, there's a couple things you want to look at when you're picking out something for a toothpick. This I wouldn't really classify as a toothpick AIO, since the USB port comes out of the bottom or the top of the board, depending on how you look at it. Most toothpick boards, you're going to find that USB port comes out of the side rather than the top or the bottom. This would be more of a whoop AIO, in my opinion. Mm-hmm. The one thing that I really wish they would do, and I'm assuming RDQ didn't do the photography, they probably got stock images from JHEMCU, is show what comes in the box. Show, does it come with gummies? Does it come with pigtail? Does it come with an XT30? Like, what comes with this AIO?
Yeah, all it says is just the board and the ESC for the includes. It would be nice also to see some 45-degree or 22-degree angles of the board as well. That would show you just how far the USB is sitting up off the board, right.
It's an MPU 6000. That's the tried and true gyro. It does have an OSD, which you would expect on an AIO of this size. Current sensor, it ticks all the boxes for a whoop or a toothpick if it'll fit in your design. Mm-hmm. The big sticking feature that I see here is the STM32 F411. F411 is getting a little tired, guys. You're going to find that you're going to have 1.5 UARTs, maybe 2 on something like this. So planning on a GPS build, probably not going to happen. If they break out both UARTs, that's great, because you're at least going to have one for your VTX and you have one for your receiver if you're running Crossfire or Express LRS. But if they give you half a UART, like as if this was set up for doing like FR Sky S Bus or something like that, they may only give you that one UART RX pad and not the TX. And I really can't tell by the pinout here. It looks like it might or might not. It's hard to tell. But when you start getting into added features, especially on Betaflight 4.3, you start putting in dynamic notch and RPM filtering if you're running bidirectional D-shot. These MCUs, they're getting to the end of their leash. They're getting tired. So for now, they're working pretty good, but I think their days are numbered.
Yeah. Also, I noticed that you will have to solder your motors as well. They don't come with the plug header connections that a lot of the Whoop boards tend to come with.
It looks like they may have vias through the motor pad, so this might come with the plugs. But then again, like I said, they don't show it or they don't talk about it.
Yeah,
but it looks like they do have the vias.
Yeah, there is the holes for the pins. So maybe they do have the plug header connections that come with it. But yeah, all you see is right here on the website. It doesn't really give you a good description of everything that comes with it.
But hey, it's $42. I mean,
yeah, it's pretty cheap,
and it's in stock. I mean, these are the 2 boxes to check right there.
I mean, the fact that it's in stock, that right there is a miracle in itself.
Yeah, sure.
Hey, welcome in, Bob Noxious RX. Props off, man. Good to see you, brother. Thanks for stopping in. Awesome, man. Glad to see you. All right, so check that out if you're interested, guys. It is in stock at the moment at racedayquads.com. All right. Helping people with issues. Well, that's what it's all about, man. Good for you, man. I'm glad you've been. Oh, yeah. See, that's what we need, man. We need more people to help people and stop making fun of people. I've seen a lot of things on social media, and I don't want to get too negative, but man, we got to come together as a community, guys. And just because somebody doesn't have high-end gear, man, definitely don't make fun of them or laugh at them if they ask a question. I've seen this time and time again. We got to come together as a community. We got to help people, and try to remember, like when you started, you might not have. A lot of people don't always start out with high-end gear. You kind of get in where you can get in, and everybody's finances are different, and everybody has different ways of learning and getting into things. And what one question may sound silly coming from one person to another may be a completely valid question, Anyway,
yeah, stay off the TBS lounge. If you're going to ask noob questions, stay off the TBS lounge, because they're going to tear you up.
I really don't like that. Hey, what's up, man? Phantom FPV stopping by. Good to see you, brother. Yes, sir. We actually did a little bit of ripping over right down the road from my house here, Vampire as well. Did a little bit of ripping over at this abandoned carnival area. Really fun spot. Nice. Really enjoyed that. Definitely want to go back when it's not, negative 20 feeling.
Yeah, I used to live in the Detroit area, and man, that place it's Mad Max times over there, but the bando scene is just unlike anything else.
Oh, wow. That's cool. Well, we've got 16 that I can see. What do you say we roll into your giveaway there, Dan?
Sure. So I was going to give away one set of my FPV radio grips. If you've never heard of me or you've never seen them, I don't have any here to show you, but basically, I used to be in the I used to be in the firearms hobby a lot, and one of the things I saw were it was a company called Talon, and they made basically skateboard grips for your pistol. And since leaving that hobby and getting into FPV, I noticed like all the radios are like slick, always slick, and I can't stand wearing a neck strap. I don't like being attached to my gear. Lipo on the goggle strap, not in the pocket. I like to be able to put the radio down, put the goggles down, and walk away. Radios were slick. I see people drop them all the time. had a great idea. Let's cut some grips out of skateboard tape for the radios, and I've been doing that for quite a while. Big shout out to Race Day Quads. They're the first supporter that believed in the product, and they stock it as well. And I have a web store, tweetfpv.com, where I sell, radio grips. So I was going to give away one set of grips to somebody in the chat off of my store. And hopefully you have a radio that's not a Spectrum, because I don't have any Spectrum radio grips. Sorry, guys. But how about the first person to put in there what my first quad was?
Okay.
Yeah.
There you go. Is there any stipulation on where they're located, or it doesn't matter?
Doesn't matter.
All right, doesn't matter. So if you're international and you've been waiting and you're like, oh my gosh, I could finally win something, come on now. Put it down in the chat, guys.
Athix, you got it.
Boom!
Venetian Wizard.
Athix FPV, congratulations. Hold on, let me get my little confetti here. I'm slacking, man. I didn't even do that for Bob earlier, man. I'm slacking. Yay! Congratulations, man. Athix FPV, you have won a set of TweetFPV radio grips.
Hey, Athix, get a hold of me, tweetfpv@gmail.com, and I'll get you a coupon code for the web store.
I'll see if I can put that in there for you. TweetFPV@gmail, right?
Yep.
Nice and easy there.
Yep. TweetFPV everywhere.
There you go. Awesome, man. Boom. Look at that. We got 2 winners on the show tonight. You just never know what's going to happen, so make sure you stick around. All the people that left after the first giveaway, well, they missed out. My dryer's done finally, so get that annoying sound out of here. Awesome. Man, it's already 9 o'clock. I want to go ahead and do a community standout, guys. Over on my Facebook group, please go check it out if you haven't already. Drone Addicts on Facebook. Hey, what's wrong, brother? He said, sorry, dude. What's wrong, brother? No, we're all good. All good. Oh, no problem, man. No problem here. I'm glad you came in, but I'm glad you came in. I wanted to make sure you guys check out Drone Addicts on Facebook. I like to do some community standouts, and this one really kind of stuck out to me. So let me get this pulled up, and I want to show you guys this amazing light show by Apache FPV. Okay, let me get full screen here. Go back. Sorry, guys, doing a little bit of background work. And share screen here. And even though we're after the holidays, I still thought this was a fun video to show. I thought you guys would get a kick out of it. And we're going to take a look at it just here 1 second. Background work, right?
Oh, hey, it's all part of the live stream.
Yeah, right. That's why we do it live. Check this out. I'm not 100%, but I feel like this is either a 5-inch or maybe a Cinewhoop. I don't know, but he does some freestyle maneuvers while he's flying through here, and I just thought this was really cool.
That was really cool.
Yeah. Let me know if you're getting any kind of lag or anything on my end. I got this new computer. My old computer that I live streamed on crapped out on me. So I went ahead and upgraded. I got the Acer Nitro 5, and it's been really good so far. I've been really happy with it. It's got the RTX. I believe it's the
1650.
1650. Okay, and the Intel Core i7, and it's got, I think, 16 gigs of RAM, which is double of the RAM that my older computer had. So it's yeah, I feel like I went from a Cavalier to a Corvette as far as the laptops are concerned. But yeah, really great right here. I like that he's actually chasing another drone as well. Yeah. It's all like lit up.
That's really cool.
This was really cool, man. I greatly appreciate you sharing this over at Drone Addicts.
I've always wanted to try doing a LED race. There's a FPV group or a multi-GP group over in New Orleans that does LED races once every couple year, or a couple every year. Really want to try that out.
Absolutely.
That'd
Oh,
be
no
really
wonder I
wild.
got this set to 4K. Let's turn that down some. Jeez. Sorry about that, guys. So I was like, make sure you let me know if it's lagging because I have my settings turned way up on that, so it was probably glitchy. But hopefully, it looks a little bit smoother now. Of course, it looks smooth for me, so I was assuming it looked okay. But thank you for the feedback. Oh, okay, you got the same laptop, Michael? Awesome. Yeah, I love it, man. I didn't want to spend like $2,000 on a laptop, so this one got really solid reviews as like one of the best laptops, gaming laptops you can get for $1,000. Hey, welcome in, Chuck at FPV. He's also a member of the FPV NoobTube. Matter of fact, Chuck, Dan over here, TweetFPV, was just talking about how he remembered hanging out the old hump days back when Icky was doing
Yeah. Good times back then.
Yeah, I appreciate you, Adrian. Thanks so much for coming in, man, and all your support. Really appreciate it, man. Thank you. But yeah, I really enjoyed this, and I thought it was really cool to share. Even though we're past the holidays, I really thought this was cool. I mean, it's almost like it's just meant for FPV, right?
LEDs never need a holiday.
Right. It's got like all the gates,
Yeah.
the lights. I feel like the night is the perfect time of night to do it. Killing it.
It's always great once you see, like, if when they put in a little bit of the FPV view, just how bright these cameras are at nighttime.
Oh yeah. I'm assuming this is probably a GoPro.
Yeah, he's got the settings dialed in pretty good. There's not a lot of like that digital enhancement from like a high ISO. It's not all smeary. This looks really good.
I mean, it's so crisp. I mean,
Yeah,
yes, the blacks.
it's got to be
It's
on like a Hero 9 or a
fantastic.
10. Like
Yeah, it's
this is really
fantastic.
good.
I want to show you his channel when it gets over, guys, because I want you guys to go over there and show him some love as well. He could definitely use some subscribers, so some support. If we could show him some, that would be great. We'll check that out once this is over. But I saw this and I'm like, man, this is really cool. I'm so thankful that you shared it over on my Facebook group. And that's anything drone related. I ask you to please share it over on my Facebook group. That's the only thing that I really ask. Just share any of your drone related content over there, and just be courteous to others. Don't post anything that's going to be you know offending somebody or anything like that. But anything drone related, I welcome it. Yeah, I had some guy post a girl on there like twerking or something. I'm like, really? There's like no drone related anything to it. I'm like,
I
all
was gonna
right,
ask, did he
that's got
record
to
it with a
go.
drone?
That's got to go. I don't do the twerking thing.
Yeah.
Amusing maybe, but cool kids getting the blue wrenches. Oh, maybe we could do some wrenches tonight, guys. We can do some wrenches tonight. I've been out of the live streams for a while. I got to be honest, I have missed it. I have missed being on the lives.
Yeah.
Feels
Props
really
off
good.
asks, what's your favorite whoop? Favorite bind like out of the box whoop? I'd say probably the one geez, it's a real toss up between the Nui drone, whatever their naming scheme is, the BLV3 or the I'll be honest, the tried and true Mobulus 6 with the 25,000
Oh,
kV
you
motors.
see how this algorithm? Jeez, sorry
Oh,
about
right.
that. It jumped right to Bardwell. You see that?
Yeah.
Not that I'm I love Bardwell, but I'm trying to show Apache here.
Yeah.
Guys, make sure you check out. Can you still see my screen there, Dan?
Oh yeah.
Oh, thanks. Make sure you check out Apache FPV, guys. He did this FPV Christmas flight at the Girl Scouts Smiths Point Light Show with my dude Jared. Really awesome, man. I feel like this should have way more views. I feel like you knocked it out of the park with this. I really enjoyed that a lot, Apache FPV. So make sure you check him out. I'm already subscribed. Hit that bell. It's not that hard, guys. Subscribe, hit the bell. Show him some love and support. Really, really great channel. All right.
Yeah, that was really
Back to
cool.
you, Dan.
That was really cool. Yeah, so props off. My favorite, like if I have to recommend a bind and fly whoop, it's usually the Mobulus 6 with the 25,000 kV motors. I know that's a high kV, but that's all dependent on this thumb, provided your mode 2. But it gives you the most room, especially if you want to go do some 1S outdoor, like acro, which, whoops aren't really acro related, but you can definitely do it outside. Those 25,000 kV motors give you that little extra grunt at the expense of some very sad lipos in the end.
Fly Zone Drones, you got yourself a wrench as well. We're wrenching it up tonight.
So, Eric, you were saying you want to try pushing yourself a little bit. Have you considered joining IGOW next year when they start up? Do you know what IGOW is?
Oh, I am actually going to be attending. I believe it's. Oh no, that's IO. Sorry, I'm going to be attending IO. I do have a local chapter that does the. I'm trying to think of the name of it. It's the. Man, why can't I think of it? There's so many names. It's not like the real serious racing, but it's kind of like I can't think of the name of it. Chuck, help me out, man. What's the chapter we have here in Delaware? I can't remember the name of it now. Anyway, I think it would be actually something I would be interested in trying again. Now that I've kind of gotten, when I first tried to get into it, my skills were just really not that good.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. I that's what it is. Okay. The challenges. That's what the IGOW is.
Yeah, the International Game of Whoop. So the game of horse, but made for tiny whoops. It's I'm telling you, it's a heck of a way to really, really push your skill set. Also to break a lot of stuff.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We have a friend in our little messenger circle. We don't really do the Discord as much as we do like the messenger.
Yeah.
But I've got a group of guys that we definitely one of our guys in there did the IGOW challenge, and he would post all his tries and his failures. It looked like a lot of fun. It looked like a really good way to push yourself for sure.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So yeah, maybe I should give that a try.
Yeah, doing Matty flips and inverted yaw spins with a 1S micro that's something different. It's a lot of fun.
Now, do they normally limit it to like only 1S or?
No, there's certain limits based on prop size, and it changes every year because like the landscape for whoops keeps changing. But the only ones that are really competitive are like the ultralight 1S whoops in the end, like the Mob 6s or like just the custom builds or the newbie drone builds. But every once in a while, you get a guy that's flying something on DJI. They usually go for a couple weeks, and then you got to really get into the game and get something that can perform. But I'd be surprised.
I've got a Beta 65X that I have modded out the motors. They got some Zing Nanos.
Mm-hmm.
And it runs 2S. But it's so fun to fly inside. Oh, it's a ton of fun.
Yeah, I think the guy that hosts it, most of his demo runs, he usually is flying like a Beta 75 or 85. So he's doing at least 2S.
Okay.
But yeah.
So I could definitely get in with something like that then.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Even though I modded out the motors, they wouldn't say I'm like cheating.
No. It's all pilot skill.
Okay.
When it comes down to it.
I'm telling you that the Beta 65 motors for me have just been a complete fail. I've just not had good luck with on the whoops anyway. I've just not had good luck with the Beta 65 motors. Everything else has been solid, like the camera, the boards. I actually like the 65X because unlike a lot of the whoops that are out now, it actually has a separate VTX that plugs in with the plug header. And they kind of did away with that, but I love it because, you burn your VTX, you don't have to change out the whole board as long as you can find VTX with the plug header.
Right, yeah.
But yeah, I think it's a ton of fun, man. I like to fly that around the house and go up and down. I got a 5-level townhouse.
Oh, cool.
And man, I was sitting here in my basement. I'll go all the way up to the 5th level and be spying on the family.
Nice.
They love it.
Yeah, that's something I always like to do with my daughter and her friend. We'll just be running around the backyard. I've got a 8-year-old daughter, so she'll run around the backyard, and I'll get the Mobula 6 out and just chase them, dive bomb them. If you run into them, well, they'd brush it off and just keep on going. It's a lot of fun. I don't advocate running into your kids with a whoop, but hey, if you do, it happens.
Especially a 65. I mean, that's
Yeah.
not, unless you get it in their hair. I mean, that could be a little bit.
That hasn't happened yet.
Yeah.
That'll probably be the last time.
Hey, Ray Kelly, man, I just wrenched you up, man. I really appreciate you and always supporting the channel, man. You got a wrench as well, my friend. I'm passing out wrenches tonight for people that I know and trust and have been, constant supporters of the channel. So passing them out tonight, guys. Passing them out. He said they put so much time sitting there judging and they do it live for hours. Well, that's cool.
It seems like when it starts off, it's got to be a slog for them because it's hours of watching 60-second clips.
I hope you're recording this because that would be an awesome video to chase the chickens. I don't care if it's analog or not. I think that'd be awesome. I'd watch it.
I tell you what, like every once in a while in the iGow stuff, I'll do it outside. I have 2 hay burners out back, and I'll go fly around the horses or chase them. For the most part, people think it's cool, and then you get that one person who's like, "Oh, well, that's animal cruelty." I'm like, you don't know what that word means,
right? Oh, my dog, I got like a 50-pound pit bull mix. He thinks he's like, boss of everything. I break out that little 65 whoop and he turns into a little sissy.
Yeah, same thing with my dogs.
He goes and runs away. I'm like, really? This little tiny whoop. You're gonna let that defeat you. But yet you can have a big old 50-pound dog barking at you and you're ready to take his head off.
Scared of the whoop, but has zero fear of the UPS truck barreling down the driveway. I don't get it.
Yeah.
Dogs are insane.
Exactly. What I like to do, it's not scheduled and I didn't kind of plan for this, but I feel like I want to do it. We have 17 people watching. How about we open it up for some Q&A for Dan, myself, or anybody in the chat? If anybody has any questions at all for Dan, myself, or anybody in the chat, please go ahead and leave them in here, and we will make sure we get to those for you. And if not, then that's fine too. We'll just keep it rolling. Having a great stream. And there is one more thing I think I want to do tonight. I'm feeling generous, and I've been really happy with everybody for sticking around. I think somebody tonight's going to win a custom embroidered Edrone hat. What do you think?
Nice.
Somebody in the U.S., that is. I know I hate to keep saying that, guys, but man, the international shipping has just been a complete nightmare, especially with the malware. It's made it even worse. Yeah,
for sure.
King Turkey, welcome in as well. I got to get my sounds back here. I was passing out wrenches, so I got to get my screen back over here. There we go. Now we're back. Yeah. She always wins for some reason. Whatever we play, she always wins. Now I will beat her every now and then. Just I gotta take that chip off her shoulder. Can't let her win everything because that's not the way life works, right?
Absolutely.
You got any kids, Dan? I forgot to ask you that.
Yeah, I have an 8-year-old daughter, and my wife
awesome.
hates it when I crush her. Just destroy her in Trouble. Like we'll play Trouble for dinner. And I'm like, well, I could move this one piece 1 and be fine, or I could move this one and take you out. And guess what? You're out. My wife hates it. I'm like, hey, this is life. And the funny part is, she will eventually come from behind and take out me and my wife and win. I'm like, see, this is why you do it.
That's right. That's right. So I've been kind of looking at the chat, guys, and I have somebody in mind that I'd like to give the hat to. I'm pretty sure he's in the U.S. Fly Zone Drones. I would love to send you a custom embroidered Edrone hat if you would like that. Let me know down in the chat now. And if you would like that, I will send you one free of charge, my friend. we'll give him a minute to respond. And if not, because not everybody's a hat guy, I get that. Not everybody
Very
wears
cool.
hats. So I definitely want somebody that wants to that wants a hat to get it. Let's see. Jason Myers, welcome in. What's your favorite disgusting sandwich? I'll let you take that one first there, Dan.
Oh, my favorite disgusting sandwich. Well, it may seem disgusting to a lot of people. I don't eat meat. I haven't ate meat in probably 12 years now, man, probably even longer. So if I do make a sandwich, it's usually just peanut butter and jelly. But disgusting, I don't do disgusting sandwiches.
Favorite
Sorry.
disgusting sandwich. That's a tough one there because when I think of disgusting, I guess I think of like sloppy, maybe like messy. I don't know. I can't think of anything I would eat that actually is like disgusting.
Yeah, yeah, I don't know why anybody would choose to eat a disgusting sandwiches or a disgusting sandwich. I think Jason Myers asked this on live stream on my side last week as well. The question seems familiar, or somebody asked it.
All right, I'm just gonna go with like a sloppy meatball sub. I don't know because it's just sloppy. I don't know. I don't know if it's disgusting or not, but I guess I don't know. That's a hard one there. You got my
Yeah,
mind pondering.
that's a tough one. Peanut butter and mayo. Okay, all right. So I can think back to when I've had a disgusting sandwich. It wasn't by choice. Growing up, didn't have a whole lot of food in the house, so made a sandwich, but it was out of a tortilla, a slice of ham, mayonnaise, Dijon mustard, and I think we put jalapenos on it. And it was one of the most foul things I've ever eaten.
Ooh.
But it was in a sandwich form, so it was pretty terrible.
Oh wow. Hey, welcome in, Mendez Drone Ops. Good to see you, man. Well, I guess probably Fly Zone may have hopped out, unfortunately.
Oh darn.
So, I did have a couple people respond. I did have a couple say I'd wear a hat. Edrone hats are nice. How about we go with King Turkey? I've seen him in here before. How about King Turkey? Would you like to win an Edrone hat, King Turkey? If you're in the U.S.,
Sounds
I
like a
will
hat guy.
ship you a Edrone embroidered hat if you would like so. If you would like. So let me know down in the chat now if you're interested and you live in the U.S., and then you'll be a winner.
Steady Eddie here, he has a really good question. He says he's been playing around with OBS. Any tips for a new streamer looking to do a 5-inch build live, mostly for my own enjoyment? Tips. Most of us have probably one of the best cameras you can possibly have in your pocket. Your cell phone camera works extremely well for OBS. They have OBS for mobile. Prop that thing up. You don't even need to get a tripod. You can just find something to hold it there. And the number one aspect of streaming or recording that you need to focus on is your audio. The video, you're not immersed in video all the time. People look away, they turn their phones off, and they just listen to it. But you're immersed in the audio all the time. Get a cheap lavalier microphone off Amazon and just clip that on your lapel close to your mouth, and just make sure you're not like breathing on it, and or put it in front of you, just someplace where it's in line of sight of your voice hole, and that's my recommendation. Focus on audio over anything else. Nothing will make me click off a video faster than bad audio, and I got a feeling that's most people too.
Absolutely. Yeah, when I started doing the live streams, I was like, you know what? I got to get something because these PC mics, they're just, if you're going to do like a Zoom call with a family member, they're fine.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're going to do any kind of live stream, I'm like, I got to step up my game. So
Yeah.
I went ahead and got the Movo. I'm not know what model number it is, a PR2 PM or something like that. PR2 PM. That's what I'm using. It's nothing spectacular, but it's definitely a step above like a PC mic, you know. Yeah, so real quick, man, things are just rolling by here in the chat. So King Turkey, congratulations. You won the Edrone hat. Awesome, man. You're in the US. That's great. So just send me an email at emarvel09@gmail.com with your shipping information. And I'm going to send you a custom Edrone hat, man. Thank you so much for your support, man. I really appreciate it. Appreciate you coming by. Appreciate all you guys. If I had enough money to send you guys all Edrone hats, I definitely would.
Athix says, "Will a good Bluetooth mic work for audio?" Yeah, but test it out beforehand. If you listen to it and you don't like it, nobody else is either. Well, probably not. Always do a trial run.
Props Off has been watching Carl and his passion for HD video. Big fan of Carl over here. Not had time to watch your Orca video yet. Okay, I'll take the HD Zero if you want to take the Orca, Dan.
Yeah, sure.
As far as HD Zero as far as I've been keeping up with, Carl is going to be releasing very, very soon, if not already. I don't think they're out just yet for purchase, but the new 1 watt HD Zero VTX will be coming out very, very soon. They have been having some issues over there in China with the malware, and they've had to do lockdowns, and it's affecting everything. So that's why we're getting these delays. Also, I know a lot of people have been trying to find the HD Zero VRX module, the original one that was manufactured by Fat Shark. That one is basically very hard to find now. I have one as well. I jumped on it when I could. When they dropped the price on those, they sold like hotcakes, and they sold out everywhere. So Carl's aware of this. He's frustrated as well, but he is actually designing their own VRX module for HD Zero, but that has been delayed because, once again, the malware has put that on delay. So I don't really have a time frame that I've seen from Carl's post. I don't think he actually exactly knows when, but you know that Carl's going to push to get it out as soon as he possibly can. He has delivered on everything that he has said he has delivered, so I don't see why this will be any different. As soon as the restrictions can kind of get better overseas, I think we're going to be seeing the new HD Zero VRX module for your goggles, the receiver module, being in the stores and able to be purchased.
I'm excited to see what that module looks like. I've asked what is the difference between that and the old RX 5.1 that Fat Shark, that was branded under Fat Shark. I haven't seen any response on what the difference is, but I'm excited for that to come out. And yeah, production has come to a crawl where he's at, unfortunately.
Absolutely. How about you want to let Props Off know about maybe whatever you can? I don't want you to release anything before your video, but about your Orca experience.
Orca experience. So I've been flying the V1s since 2020, right when they came out. Been flying the V1s, and it was a toss-up between the HDO2s and the V1s. Had them both, and the Orcas won out between the two of those. The HDOs, they changed the shell for the HDO2s, and they just no longer fit my face, and I couldn't stand my eyelashes touching the lenses. It was just unsettling. So the Orca V1s, those were my goggles forever. They fit like a glove. I wear them, and it's just like they're not there. Goggles got to be comfortable, otherwise it's just like putting on a pair of shoes that don't fit well. They're just never going to. So the V2s came out, and the only thing everybody keeps talking about is the dang field of view. Field of view, field of view, field of view, field of view. Half the people I think that are saying that don't realize that it doesn't actually change what you see. Your camera and your sensor change what you're able to see. This is just the difference between you sitting in the front row of the theater or the middle or the back of the theater. It's same information. It's just the pictures perceived smaller or larger. It does have a smaller field of view, but like we said in the beginning, I mostly race, so I really do prefer a smaller field of view. There are limits to how small is too small. I used to fly at 30 degrees, but those would do, I think, up to 44. These are 37. When you go back and forth between the V1s and the V2s, yeah, it looks small, and it is shocking when you look at them. But the second you arm and you take off, it's all out the window. You forget about every little bit of that. You're just focused on the image in front of you. The OLEDs are crystal clear. They are. I didn't think the optics could get better from the V1 to the V2. They're better. They are so much clearer. But like I said, they're both OLEDs, but they are a little bit smaller. But they are just razor sharp. If you have a set of OLED goggles or even LCOS goggles that fit and you like them, I'd skip this one. But if you're coming from a set of older goggles that like HD3s that have LCD panels, or you have a set of box goggles and you want to go to this traditional style of goggle, the Orca V2s, the Orca FPV1 Pilot, they have a terrible naming system. It is
the
awful.
name throws off a lot of people.
Oh, it is garbage. So the V2s, I would say it's well worth it. They're put in perspective. The V1s, when those dropped, cost more than the V2s do. So what you're getting is a lot for, you're getting a lot for what you're paying for. They're great goggles. You would definitely be happy with them. But like you alluded to, Carl from HD0 has a set of goggles that he's trying to bring to market. The spec sheet, the claim spec sheet is incredibly impressive. I don't know how he's going to get them all inside of a goggle or inside of a goggle of this shape without it being a box goggle, but depending on the price.
I think it was confirmed that it's not going to be a box goggle.
Yeah, that's what they said. It's not going to be a box goggle. I just can't picture it. That's a lot of stuff. It threw me
off because he did say OLED screen in the post. So I did get that cleared up over on oh shoot, I gotta remember what channel. My brain's freeze. Anyway,
yeah,
it got cleared up. He's a matter of fact, Ryan Quillett hit me up in one of my comments and did confirm that it's not going to be a box goggle. The number one complaint, once again, it was the field of view. The field of view wasn't what everybody wanted. So everybody ran back to Carl and was like, no, you've got to make the field of view bigger. They've got to be bigger. The great thing is, yes, you can do that with Carl because he's in the process of, making this into a reality.
Mm-hmm.
So if you catch it early enough and he gets enough feedback, then he can go ahead and make that change.
Yeah.
Whereas Orca, they did what they did and they said, well, here it is. And there you go.
Yeah.
But I think the fact that so many are focused on the field of view loss on the Orca pilots, it takes away all of the additional good things that they've improved upon.
Everything has been an improvement on these goggles. The fact that you can change the goggle strap out without sending it back to Croatia to have them crack it open, because in the beginning they said, oh, you can't open these things, but I did it. I made a video about it. They're very easy to get apart.
Yeah.
They made a lot of improvements. The face fan is great. Like the old one was just completely anemic and just useless. These are great. The only two complaints I have about it is the fact that the buttons are just flush with the shell. You can't feel them when they're on your head. And then the goggle strap's a little on the long side. I have it pretty much cranked all the way down. I have a medium-sized head, and there's not a lot of adjustment left. Other than that, I really don't have any complaints with them. They're definitely going to be my daily driver. And the foam face pad, I didn't get into it in my review. It's a little bit different than... I like the leatherette one, not the neoprene. It's a little bit thicker, so when you put it on, the foam tends to fold down. If you have a set of V2s, try to find one of the V1 leatherette face pads from race day quads. It's better. You'll like it better. Not there's anything wrong with it. I have
not actually had a chance to get the 4.3. I do however have two of the Holy Grail, the original HD0 micro run cams, the 16x9s. I actually was able to grab 2 of those through having notifications set up so that as soon as they came in stock, I ordered them right away. They were selling out within like minutes. It was crazy. I really enjoy the Micro V1, but the Micro V2, I definitely want to get a hold of some of those as well. And they seem to be way better plentiful than the V1s ever were. They seem like most vendors have them in stock. They're in great supply that I've seen anyway.
I had the original Shark Bite. I had the original Bite Frost system, and I was really impressed with it. The ground station was obviously a complete killer for it. And I've had the 5.1 receiver since last Christmas. I just haven't done anything with it. I was not impressed with the image quality to really build anything out of it. But since that HD0 camera came out, I put that in a 533 build and raced it at the last multi GP race. And I'm gonna say from this point forward, as far as my race builds go, it's not gonna be a single analog one built from this point forward. They're all gonna be HD0. It was just
nice,
a completely different experience. And now they've finally got a 4.3 camera. I'm missing that vertical field of view. Yeah, HD0 all the way for the race builds.
See, I wanna go with the 4.3 because that's what I fly. That's what I've always been flying with my analog.
Mm-hmm.
But with me having the HDO2s, I feel like if I go to the 4.3, I'm gonna be losing out as far as the HD0 side, because I think the HDMI in for the HDO2s is limited to the 16:9, so it's going to be cropping it. I'm not going to be getting the full 4:3 with my HDO2s.
Yeah.
Which is kind of a bummer because I love the HDO2 goggles for me personally.
Mm-hmm.
I got the newbie drone foam on mine, which actually pushes them out a little bit further so that my eyelashes don't touch.
Nice.
That newbie drone foam is key with those goggles.
Yeah.
Definitely. Special thanks to MD95 TSI and Chuck at FPV for recommendations on that. Greatly appreciate that.
It's nice when you can get a hold of a product that you don't have to tinker with to make it right for you. And that's how I felt about the Orcas. I put them on and it was like, oh, I've been here before. They fit exactly like my HD3s did and my HDOs did. The HDO2, like I said, they changed the shell for those new optics and it just didn't fit right.
Yeah, exactly. One more thing, Bob or Dan, and then I'm gonna get to your question, Bob. For Dan's gonna get to your question. It seems like if we can get the malware situated globally, HD0 seems like they're just going to be putting out. Carl's just going to be releasing massive amounts of new products. He's designing the new goggle, the new VRX, the 1 watt VTXs. Now he's got the 1S Whoop boards that they're working on. I mean, it just seems like they're just hitting the ground running. They're just hitting a couple of doors with the malware.
And I don't think he's putting up his own money anymore. I think he did that with the first run of with RunCam for those first HD0 cameras, and I think he made his point like, hey, there's a market for this, and I don't think he has to put up his own capital anymore. I think there's companies that are willing to back him now.
That's great. That's a great thing because Carl's got a great heart, and he just wants to see everybody be able to have a great experience, and analog kind of be. Not that analog is a bad thing. I mean, if you get a good quality analog system, there's nothing wrong with it. But I think to see HD be more affordable and prevalent in the hobby, and not only have one option,
I think analog is definitely going to be around for a long time. It has its place. Like you're not going to be able to make a 26 gram whoop with an HD system on it, at least at a $99 cost for the entire drone. It's just not going to happen.
Exactly. Bob wants to know, what are you using right now, Dan, for your mic?
Oh, my microphone. This is a Shure MV7. I was looking at the SM7B like everybody else does, but this was more versatile because it can be powered or it can be done through USB or through Go XLR or through an XLR cable, and then I have it fed into a Go XLR audio interface.
It is very nice. It just sounds so nice.
Thanks.
Let's see. King Turkey sent you a confirmation before sharing. Let me double check because I don't see it in my email here, King Turkey. But let me check and see if maybe it went to spam. Ah, it did. So let me mark this as not spam. Report not spam. And let me go back to my inbox here. Yep, I got your email there, King Turkey. So you can go ahead and send me your shipping information. You are good to go. That's a smart man right there. I like that. That's the first time I've ever had anybody send me a confirmation email to make sure that it went to the right person before they went ahead and sent me that sensitive information. Good for you for being so safe. That's
Nice.
great.
Yeah, that's one thing I like to do. When I do giveaways, I usually do them through a Google form, which requires the entry to have an email attached to it. So when I do the wheel, I've got their information, so they know it's coming from me at least. Because I mean, my email is public; everybody knows what it is. Back when YouTube actually allowed me to, you used to be able to pick someone out of the chat, and you used to be able to find their contact information through YouTube. They took that away because who knows, that was a useful feature. Ever since then, it's always been hard to confirm who it is you're picking in a chat for like a giveaway or something like that.
Yeah, absolutely. Lots of good things going on in the chat right now. Appreciate all you guys and all your feedback and everything. I think a lot of people are excited. A lot of people that want to go HD0 are waiting and holding out for that 1 watt. A lot of long range flyers are waiting, and a lot of FPV freestyle flyers are waiting because, typically speaking, the 200 milliwatt, it is okay for freestyle. I'm not going to say it's not, but you're going to run into some limitations. I would say it's probably equivalent to maybe 500 milliwatt analog when it comes to penetration. You're going to see some of those limitations when you start flying concrete, metal structures. You get a lot of RF issues with the 200 milliwatt. But the 1 watt, I believe, will be everything we need for full-fledged, long range and freestyle for FPV.
I would say if you're looking to get into the HD0 ecosystem, I honestly would say I would wait till this summer, because if you look in the last 2 months, they've had 3 new cameras come out that all kind of supersede each other. And they potentially have a goggle coming out with the receiver built into it. They have new receivers coming out. I personally would probably say hold off unless you find a screaming deal on like a $99 VRX. Then gobble that thing up. But the speed at which HD0 is developing, if you're that person who wants to be on the bleeding edge of whatever tech it is, you're going to buy it, and by the time it gets shipped to you, there's going to be something new coming up for it. But they're developing, and they're developing fast.
Absolutely. Awesome. Yeah, he's being nice. No, I the 200 milliwatt has been good for me in my uses, but I don't typically always fly heavy bando type areas. I would love to. I wish we had more bandos around here, but let's face it, this is the US. they either tear them down, they repurpose them, or they have them completely cameraed off and locked up. You can't even get into them half the time.
You need to go visit Detroit, because
yeah. If I was
it's a war
Detroit,
zone there.
Okay.
Nothing's chained off and nothing's getting torn down.
Yeah. I have heard some issues though about a lot of people getting caught with the cameras that they've been setting up in Detroit. I hear that the cameras have becoming a big thing with the motion detectors and stuff for the bandos, which is really, I get it, because it sucks because it takes away a part of the hobby for a lot of people who just want to go there and have good, clean fun.
Yeah.
But I understand why they do it, because you got the arsonists and you have the drug users and the rapists and all that.
Yeah, it's not there for us. It's there for all the other nefarious things that happen in an abandoned building. Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Man,
what a great stream.
Though. There's always brandos.
The brandos, they're fun.
Yeah,
brandos are where it's at.
Yeah.
And if you could find some really good articulated, like good architectural structures that, maybe for lease or for sale, and you don't have to worry about people being there, those are really good too. All right, good questions, man. Good chat going on. I'm excited about HD0. I can't wait to see what Carl is going to push forward. I think 2022 is going to be a very productive year if we can just get through the lockdown issues. I think that would really, honestly, give Carl, the resources back that he needs to be able to push these products out and get these products in developed.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, no more tankers stuck in the Suez Canal. That'll help out.
Oh, and the storms too. Man, it's
Oh,
like it's just one thing after another over
yeah,
there.
no kidding.
Jeez. He said 3 bandos are coming down soon. Ah,
Oh,
yeah. It's like,
good for Detroit. It's good for
yeah, I mean,
Detroit.
it's a sweet and salty kind of thing.
Yeah, it really is.
Yeah. Brandon are the funniest things. Let's go, Brandon.
Oh boy.
There goes all my viewers. Boop. YouTube's like, what? Did you just say that?
Did you say Brandon? You can't do that.
Yeah. Oh man. Well, what a great stream, guys. I think we're
Yeah,
gonna
it's
go
been
ahead and
great.
get it wrapped up. But man, thank you so much to Tweet FPV Dan for coming on tonight.
Oh,
Been
thanks for
an
having me.
awesome live stream. I've learned a lot. I hope you have as well. And
Yeah.
yeah, you should definitely try to having whether it be a co-host or a special guest, or man, it's just so much fun going back and forth with people.
Yeah, this is fun. I like this.
It really is. I enjoy it. I enjoy the special guests. I enjoy all you guys down in the chat. And yeah, I have been busy. I have a video dropping Monday that I think you guys are really gonna like. I have been doing some durability testing on the new DJI Action 2 camera. So
Intentional durability or
oh
or
yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, we've been doing some intentional durability testing.
nice.
And I think you guys are really going to enjoy that. I learned a lot from it, and it was a video that I thought was going to get done in a week, and it ended up taking like 4
Wow.
because things happen,
Yeah.
and ended up needing to purchase something that I didn't have, and it wasn't released yet. And anyway, you just have to watch the video. It releases tomorrow, 6 a.m. And guys, down in the video description is the link to TweetFPV's YouTube channel. Make sure you go check him out. Give him a sub. Hang on over there. He's got live streams, really great content. Just a really great guy. I love your content. He's got great audio, by the way. Just
Thanks.
super crisp, clear audio. And your camera's phenomenal.
Thanks.
So absolutely. I greatly appreciate all you guys for coming out tonight. And once again, Dan, thank you so much for an awesome live stream tonight. Greatly
Well,
appreciate
thanks for
you.
having me. All right. I really enjoyed this. This was fun. It really was.
Yeah. And I look forward to what you do on your channel. I'm going to be keeping an eye out as well. And yeah,
Cool.
just get out there and send it, man. Have a good time. Hopefully the
Lawrence, it doesn't work on here.
Oh, what do you say?
Yeah. So I had recently managed to figure out how to make all these lights user controllable, and it's done through these key things like what Lobart put in there, the exclamation point green, and it'll turn all the lights green.
Nice. I just have like a little remote for mine, so I just got to have the remote in my hand and be like, behind the screen here. Just
got it.
I usually set a color and just go with it.
Yeah.
He said yellow, blue. Awesome. Well, we will see you guys on the next one. Not sure when that's going to be. I am in the process of lining up some more special guests. So make sure you click the bell icon so you get notified first when I put out new content and live streams so you don't miss out. Until next time, guys, thank you so much for watching.
Hey, thanks for having me
Edrone
today.
and TweetFPV are out.